It is not yet 11 o'clock in the morning, and I have a delivery. It shows my address on both sides. Let me take care of that first. That's better. Let's get ourselves a little knife and cut the tape. I put this thing out on the door in case I wasn't here. I was mowing, not awake yet, whatever, but we didn't need that because he was here so early. Simple flat packaging per usual. Make another incision. And you can tell that I went with the jet black. It looked pretty sexy in the keynote. Typical Apple box, 128 gig. I guess it got its own box. It's really glossy black. Got the little green pull tab that we're used to. It's kind of heavy, although there's more in this than there used to be with the adapter and different headphones now. Designed by Apple in California, per usual. I remember when they used to include a SIM eject tool. What do we get? Stickers and some information. Something about sleep wake button, 3D touch, touch ID. Yeah, we know about that. Pull tab feels exactly like a 6S, and it is size-wise. The exact same dimensions with a bigger camera. No headphones, 2 speakers, nice buttons, really glossy black. I might just leave that plastic on there. That's probably less of a fingerprint magnet than the phone itself. There's the new headphones. I almost said head pods. Kind of different packaging. Now they're just in cardboard with the lightning. And a USB cable and a little brick. And hopefully an adapter in there somewhere. Aren't we supposed to get one of those? Maybe it's in here. There it is. Oh, it's tiny. Oh, I'm glad to see that. It's really small. Lightning to 3.5. Okay, well, that's going to be in use for the next 5 years. And so will that. So I can't really activate this phone because it would activate under the wrong number. I will go ahead and boot it up, but I'm going to have to run it to the AT&T store and have them put the number that's going to activate on here and then switch SIMs. And hopefully they can do that in a semi-productive manner today because I don't want to spend all day there. It is early. It's not even 11 yet, but if mine got here, that means a lot of other ones are going to be getting here too. So we'll see what it says here in a minute. Hello in a lot of different languages. No service. Slide. No. Press. English. United States. Now we get to authenticate on Wi-Fi. Alright, authenticating to the 5 gigahertz network done. It may take... Oh, no. Don't activate the phone. Don't activate the phone. Well, I guess... Yeah, let's pretend we're going to start over. Okay, I don't want it to activate and then it'll screw. I mean, we don't use that line, but I don't know if that'll make it harder for them. Alright, off to the AT&T store. This has been quite successful so far. I went over to the AT&T store and they activated it without much issue. The only problem that I'm having, yeah, I know about that. The only problem that I'm having is in settings, cellular, the personal hotspot option has disappeared. It says set up personal hotspot. So you touch that and then it wants to either go to the website or call AT&T for support. My plan does support it. It works on my 6S. Obviously not right now because I don't have service on it, but it worked. Same thing with FaceTime over cellular, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, if I'm going to have to call AT&T and bitch or what. But it's approaching 3 o'clock, so I've got about 4.5 hours in setup, and it seems to have been quite successful. We're moving over the last batch of 2,300 photos. The sync is way faster. It's moving like 1,000 photos a minute. It's really good at that. And it's not USB 3, we determined. The iPhone 7's USB 2, the 7 Plus is apparently USB 3. The trackpad, the home button's really weird in the way that it doesn't push. It's just got this haptic feedback that kind of clicks the bottom half of the device. It's going to take some getting used to. But I've got all the apps on here, everything's signed in, all the mail accounts are signed up, all the music's here. It's all here and it all works. and it's really fast. Like this thing's going between apps just very quickly here, which I'm thankful for. So I need to get out and mow while the weather's still good, so I'm going to wait for these last photos to copy and then go cut some grass over there. Total dude.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck?
Total dude bros. He's got like 4 14-year-old girls on the back of his diesel Cummins pickup truck. Yep, doing what he does best. Exploring and kind of getting in trouble. He's been making a mess in the basement with the trains and all that stuff down there all over the place. Well, I got a yard done across the street today, or next door. Rosvon came over. We went to Johnny's Diner for dinner. It's kind of a 50s place in Hudson. Had your classic burger, fries, and a milkshake. Very healthy dinner. Most of today was spent setting up this phone, which I actually really like so far. We're on 7%, but it's been doing, wow, look at the IR blaster going there. It's been doing a ton of processing and all kinds of setup work today. I had issues with the 4G service. If I turn Wi-Fi off, now it's going to AT&T LTE fine and loading web pages just fine. Before it said 4G and then it said you have no subscription to a cellular data network. I had to call AT&T and have them activate it. Something got messed up. But that's working now. I did a Geekbench on the 6S and the 7. Here's the 6S, the multi-core 4300, single core 2500. So there's the 6S. The 7 is here, 6000 multi-core and almost 3500 on the single core. So really impressive Geekbench scores. Now that doesn't always translate to real life functionality, but the processor in this thing's definitely robust. This thing has a ton of horsepower and you can feel it just navigating the UI, the animations, launching applications, sending photos, emails. All of that's really snappy and I hope it stays like that. I really like that. The 6S on iOS 10 definitely was an improvement over iOS 9, but the 7's quicker. Camera, I don't see any difference in the camera. I have not taken it outside in full light with any sort of subject that's worth photographing and done a direct side-by-side. I know that the specifications of the camera are better, and physically they do look different. It's a lot bigger on the 7, but otherwise it seems to have the same result. The flash is brighter. I think there's more LEDs in the flash, so I don't use flash photography ever, but I do use that, the little flashlight. And if you force touch the flashlight in iOS 10, you get this little option for low, medium, or bright light, and that's cool. So far it gets a really good review. It's fast, it's doing everything I want it to do. Right? Yeah, he likes it too. Yep, cat vlogs now. So spent some time with Rosvon and Sabrina tonight as usual. Kind of an early night they left. I watched some Family Guy and had some Cheez-Its, continuing with my health conscious day. Tomorrow's Saturday. I don't have very much, actually nothing pretty much planned. It's supposed to rain all day and be shitty. So see who we can hang out with and try to have a good day, make a good day out of it. But I'm gonna eat one of these brownies my mom made, and go to bed, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Saturday. Good night.